So hi and welcome to another Tech Tuesday. As you know, on these we do game reviews and gaming products and peripherals and any other technologies that come along. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Razer Lancehead. This is the wireless version. I'm going to do an unboxing on this and giving you out the specifications, and then I'll show you some gameplay and give you some pros and cons on this mouse. If you want to check out this one against the wired version, check out the link below. In the description I've got a comparison of the two, and I've also got a comparison with the Razer Mamba as well. If you want me to take a look at anything, put it in the comments below and I'll certainly try. So let's get on with it. Nice box here from Razer, standard, high quality. Fingers, man. A quality knife as always. So we get a nice welcome pack here from Razer. These are like little sleeve. I quite like the little sleeve. Tracing paper, configuration card, quick starter guide. This one can use Synapsys 3 when it comes out for beta. You get your Razer color cards, little stickers from Razer. Packaging here is amazing from Razer, as it always is. The Lancehead itself, this is a gunmetal grey version. This is a 16,000 dpi laser sensor, which is my concern here. I've used the wired version of this and I do prefer it. I think it's a very good mouse, certainly one of my favourites until I got the G903 from Logitech. It's got a 120 IPS 5G sensor. We've got the left and right mouse buttons here with the 50 million click switch. We've got the standard scroll wheel here from Razer, that's very nice. Got the DPI buttons up and down, left and right mouse button, and it's ambidextrous, so you got another one on the other side. I contoured the body on this one. People aren't very happy with the way this is contoured. Let's move it slightly out of the way. Like the tailored edges on it here. I kind of like the way it sits in your hand. It's about right. My little finger, right index finger, sit around the edge of it. I just feel a little bit heavy because of the battery in this one. These are the Razer mechanical switches. You can change the DPI on the fly with the little switches here, but that's quite normal for Razer. RGB on the side, rear plate, and the scroll wheel. This comes with 9 independent buttons, 2.4 GHz dongle mouse, and it goes up to 1000 folding. Under the flap here you get a little 2.4 GHz position here for the sensor when you're on the move, profile button, and you get an on-off switch. It hasn't got independent buttons, it's all part of the body. This one you can use a braided cable as well as a dongle, 2.4 GHz dongle. Razer's green interior here on the USB, which I always like. What else we got in the box? You've got the desktop dongle here, the USB pass-through, and a mini USB inside. You can see that. Quite nice. A little Razer logo on the top here. It weighs 111 grams, so it is a little bit heavy, and that's without the cable. I reckon the battery life's about 24 hours on this, but we'll see with the lighting on. I love to always put a gaming grade tactical scroll wheel. Where? Other packaging from Razer here. It's a 2.1 meter braided cable here from Razer. You've got your custom connector here for the actual Lancehead itself, and you've got standard USB port on the other side. Your 3 feet pad, quite a large one on the rear here, and a 2 touch pad there on the front. Comparing this to the normal Lancehead, I'll show you a little preview here, but I will be doing a full review on that. See, the normal Lancehead here has a slightly bigger rear pad. So now I've unboxed it, the battery's internal. I'm going to do a gameplay on Battlefield. Let me know if you want to play another game, but I'm going to play Battlefield for now, show you how it plays, get a feel for it, and give you my pros and cons. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the software. To download it, you need to go to razer.com and GB-EN because I'm British, but just type Razer in Google or find the American version if you're in America. Find your product. We're going to go for the mouse because we're installing this Lancehead wireless here. Pick a wireless and do the Synapsys 3 software here. Install this. You can do it on the standard software. You got some new profiles. You can change your onboard profile. It's a bit different to all the other software that I've seen before. This one is Hypershift. Here you can add extra buttons for your configuration. So use like another set, I guess, if you want to like hold shift down or something. Set your configuration for left-handed, right-handed. Set your performance profiles. We're just going to set 600 DPI because that's what I've been testing on of late. We've got no acceleration here. We don't want any acceleration. Put polling weight to 1000. Lighting wise, it all looks pretty similar here. You're going to get the brightness. Got your cycling here. We're going to put it on wave. You can apply that to all your Razer software with this chroma enabled. That means all your keyboards and things will sync together. As you can see in my advanced effects, So under here you can tailor, which is the bit I like about this software. You can tailor each individual LED piece and change its color, which I really like. You see the siding of this mouse, you can basically multi-color the mouse. Pretty damn cool. Loving it. Ooh, freaky man. It's a bit quick, isn't it? Hit fast. Got calibration, you can set your mat here, lift off range. I'm just going on default map. I haven't got my Razer Firefly hard version anymore, swapped out this Logitech Power Play, which I'm loving at the minute, and you've got your battery effects here. And that's pretty much it. To assign a key, unlike the Corsair version, we're going to put basically button 1 here, keyboard function, push the button 1, et voila, we're on button 1. And number 2, keyboard function, 1, 2, that's it, done. Not like Corsair software, which is a pain in the aim. So let's get on with some battle. So how does this Lancehead perform? So the main initial issue with this obviously is this laser sensor. So how does this perform in real life terms? Are you going to notice it in FPS or as a gaming mouse? So I don't think you're going to notice it in standard day-to-day gaming. If you're playing like a RTS or anything like that, I think you're probably going to be quite okay with it. But you're certainly going to notice it when you're playing something like Battlefield or PlayerUnknown or Counter-Strike, anything that requires a bit more fast movement. It feels already a little bit laggy compared to what I'd expect. I have using the Mamba and I use that on my kind of productivity PC, and I find that to be a little bit jittery sometimes. It goes all over the shit, all over the show. Optical versus laser, there is a difference. Certainly a difference here. I can tell already this one's awkward to hit that, aim this thing. Did get that guy then. The 600 DPI on it feels a bit slower than the optical. For me, if you want a wireless mouse and you want to use it for gaming, I wouldn't recommend this Lancehead. I've got the Mamba as well. It's got exactly the same issue. Wireless. Got the same sensor. Suffers the same problems. The feel of the mouse, the sizes are identical, okay? Between the Lancehead wireless and the Lancehead tournament, or wired, whichever you want to call it. They are identical, but for some reason in my hand, the wireless one feels a little bit bigger. Now that could just be me either way because I've got the cable on there. You know, it feels a bit weird. On the mat, both feeling very similar. On the mat, I said the tournament feels, because of its weight, it's a little bit lighter, it glides a little bit nicer on the mat. Yeah, you got a headshot finally. I mean, it's not terrible, this Lancehead wireless for shooting. I'm missing quite a lot of shots there. Quite a lot of shots. I struggle to justify the price of this Lancehead at 150 UK pounds. Oh my god, I'm getting nowhere today on Battlefield. I am struggling big time. Tank. Broke my legs falling! Should have killed that guy then. You can see my gameplay here is not very good today. Look at that. So I'm blaming that on this Lancehead. It's just cannot seem to hit people with it. And you got that like slight hesitation when I'm shooting. Stop freaking! Oh my god. One of the issues this Lancehead is, unlike the Mamba where you get a docking station, you don't, you have to just plug it in on the wired. Plug it in wired to charge it. Just do not like that straight off the bat. I want a nice dock, I'm paying quite a bit of money here. You know, I want a decent mouse for that. I want all this shit. That was lucky. I'm just not as good with this as you would expect me to be. If you're watching me, you know I'm not terrible, I guess. I'm not terrible at FPS, and this one, I'm certainly taking a bit of a hit, I feel, with this mouse. It's not fully working for me here. I'm not stole my kill, damn it. That's a no-scope, that fool. So we'll be doing a comparison with the G903 and this one, the Lancehead wireless, and I'll also be doing it with the Mamba as well to give you an idea of the difference. Pros and cons of them both, really. This Lancehead wireless isn't the terriblest mouse in the world. It's just not worth 140 quid, I don't think. And there's better options out there, as I've said. I think the 80 quid version, wired version, outperforms it by a long way, which is an absolute incredible mouse. I don't see why you'd want to buy it unless you really want particularly a wireless mouse, like you would some like nice cable management. Then you're going to sacrifice on performance if you're into FPS or getting better with this mouse finally. I think I might have warmed up a little bit with it, maybe. Damn. I mean, in the end, I've kind of come back. Kill death, not very good, but it takes a bit of time mixing around with mice here and there. I don't play Battlefield all the time, so, you know. Not gonna be nailing it straight off the bat here, but kind of wanted to just stick at it and see what I thought of this Razer. I think if Razer put an optical sensor in this mouse, I like the shape of it. Too slow, you say? Too slow, Bob. And I think you could have a pretty good competition here against some of the other mice on the market. You just feel like you're compromising it then. Terrible shot today. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you all again soon. Come on.